Welcome back, anglers. I'm the Survival of This, and we turn Call of the Wild the Angler on Trollsporet. Last episode, we started our little bit of, I guess, kind of like a fishing road trip, because we've got to work our way out to the Warden next, who is basically at the opposite end of the map. And yeah, I was just doing a little bit of scavenger hunt stuff. We're going to probably put that on hold till another time. So let me find our way. Here's like a little... Okay, I guess it's just like a little bit of decoration or something here. I was wondering if there's like even a little boat I could use just to get us across faster, but... we've done a little bit of fishing so far. We haven't actually tackled any of the fishing challenges. I figure we'll try just getting through the main quest or mission or whatever you want to call it first. And then we'll follow up with like all the other stuff afterwards. We have had quite a bit of our gear being tested and challenged with what we've been going after on Trollsporet. Or Trollsporet, or however it's pronounced. I'm sure somebody's going to say the name sooner or later again. Where it... I think I kind of ran into this with, like, the last time I was on Trollsporet as well, is your Golden Ridge Reserve, a lot of the gear there, it feels like the fish here just either are above it, or you're going to be in for a bit of a struggle trying to bring it in. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing to switch over, but I would probably and highly recommend you'll want to get Golden Ridge probably mostly completed before coming to Trollsporet. Just that way you have some gear and it feels like you're not completely out of depth. It's like, as we saw, the fish might be more inclined to go after hook sizes that are... What is... Okay, it looks like a little bit of an odd thing right there. Is that just because of the... Or is that like a little stream? I gotta check this out. This is like some kind of weird optical illusion happening. It's... No, not optical illusion. There's just like this weird pyramid of water here. That does register you're walking into it. Oh, and there's like even more... What the heck? So, did they redesign this part of the map, or was this just like missed in passing? So yeah, it's right here on Trollsporet. I doubt anybody develop-wise is watching to know, but there's an odd little bit of water just defying all sense of reality there. Alright, let me get back to the journal. There it is. And we'll keep working at this to find the rod. Okay, see if we can actually... Oh, good. We can drive out of the kind of hole I drove us into. Yeah, we're going to get back to the road, go for trying to see the Warden, and continue through that, and then we'll probably come back to the fishing challenges, and maybe try to intersperse a little bit of the scavenger hunts in there as well. Because I do like how... I'm not sure what the rewards from the scavenger hunt will be. I'll probably want to do one or two just to see if they're only currency rewards, or they could be like you get a bit of gear and equipment from them. Because to be honest, if you... Oh, Lord. Okay, is it just that there's such a... I guess it's just because there was such a drop there why it black screened us. But... Okay, no, we're actually on the correct road. Bushwhacking worked in this game. But if you could get like gear, equipment, or even like free bait from doing these scavenger hunts, I think that'd be a good way of tying the map to have more purpose than like on Golden Ridge. I'm kind of feeling like the DLC with the innovations and some of the stuff they've put in possibly to those maps, you might want to retroactively do those to Golden Ridge Reserve as well. Because the thing is, people are probably going to pick up the Angler first as the base game, and if all the improvements and all the added ways to help like draw you in with the DLCs aren't in with the base game, they're not going to feel the incentive to want to pick up DLCs. Like, if the base game isn't fun enough, why would you pick up DLCs for it? So, maybe there could be a few improvements and such given to, back to Golden Ridge, and just a few ways to help flesh it out a bit more. Even if it's just something where it's like, you stopping by the Warden and they have like a little thing to do, and you come back and he'll give you a bucket of different baits, or it can be some of the lures, or... Oh, my bad. lures or tackle or hooks or whatever. Just a few things. Actually, I want to head over here. Yeah, because this is a fast travel spot. And is there supposed to be a bridge to go across? No. So, I guess I'm going the far way around then, huh? I thought there might have been a little bridge here, but it does not look like it. So I guess we are unfortunately going for... I say unfortunately. Hopefully it won't be too long of a drive, because I do want to make sure we start getting more fishing in these episodes, given we are playing the fishing game. Nope. We're certainly not playing a good drive. Well, I'm not doing a very good job of the driving game, but... yeah, we'll get some more fishing in. These are areas of the map I never actually visited when I was covering the bit Trollsporet I did before. I kind of fell back into that, again, formulaic sort of thing the angler kind of defaults to. It's once you've basically gone through and gotten like all of the silver ranked sizes for fish, you kind of have seen most the game will be like. I think having the scavenger hunts and more ways to break it up and that actually involve like all the distance you drive and cover between where you'll catch fish can help round out the experience more. It's just because of how tackling the main stuff has worked for the Way of the Hunter series on the channel, I figure we'll try taking that approach with the angler as well. Yeah, I'm going to aim for about I think around the same bit of completion for Trollsporet as I did Golden Ridge. Try to go for...
If the tape has been queued up correctly, you'll be deep in the woodland heart of Hundraskogen. This rich, dense forest land hides many an ancient burial mound, as well as a particularly special memorial.
Okay, neat. Before I did get the little bit of the tourist guide there. What was I going to say? It was back to... oh, right, completion-wise, and, like, how Trollsporet will go, how long I'll probably do that. I'm probably aiming about the same thing, get through most of the golden ranked missions and challenges. Once we do really get tackling the fishing stuff, because it looks like everything was all laid out pretty steadily right from the main hub, I'm guessing we'll probably start really flying through a lot of what's on queue there. Actually, I should check. How are we doing? Not doing too bad, I suppose. Okay, so there's going to be a fork to the right we'll want to take and go that way. Ooh, another trailhead we might as well unlock. There we go. That'll help us for coming back around here. And... nope, smack that. I think across here, and then our turn will be right. Nope, might have gone too far. Went a bit too far. Not even really, I guess... oh. Okay, I thought I almost hit a bird for a second there, because as soon as I hit the thing, there was a squeak of like, oh no. Did not want to do that. Actually... no, I guess this is it right here. I just... okay, it just turns into a dirt path. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, uh-oh. There's a lot of these little orange markers. I have a feeling I'm just going to go flying right off. Okay, thankfully we clipped through them. Otherwise, I think it'd be a lot of tunk, 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 tunk all the way along. But yeah, we're going to probably zoom through all the fishing challenges. It looks like it has a different format than Golden Ridge had. So, I don't know if that's one of the things where, like, Trollsporet got touched after they kind of did a bit of overhauling for the console release, or Trollsporet is kind of showing more of how it used to be. We'll just see how good of a rod we get from doing all this. I'm not expecting anything too much, but I'm kind of imagining, though, there's probably going to be a bit of strength to it. If it's going to, like, help us out when it comes to fishing here. And, yeah, still going the right way. Okay. Up through that. And on our way. Yeah, we'll get this bit of equipment. We'll probably do a little bit of fishing with the Warden here. and just see what we can catch. I might keep to a hook size of 7 just to try to keep a nice variety of fish. Although, I don't know if we'll actually be able to land anything, because I was quite surprised that we got the silver rank pike on the line at the end of the last episode we've done. Trollsporet Nature Reserve.
This is the Glacial National Park outpost. If there's anything you need to know, you'll find it right here, as well as yours truly. Stop in and say hi if you get the time.
Okay, yeah, so here we are. Oh, that's probably her. The only other...
Son. I'm Trollsporet's Warden.
Trollsporet.
You can call me Astrid, if you like. Ah, so you have fuel for the forge. I know Torbjorn hasn't been putting in effort for adults lately. He's great with the kids, and that's enough for me. Plus, I have enough effort to go around. Hope he did the voice at least. Anyway, it's a weapon you need, and the forge is marked on your map. So happy hunting.
God, yeah, I feel like... the human character models are kind of this weird, uncanny-ish sort of thing. I don't know, they just... I mean, truthfully, I've said that, though, from the very beginning. Like, if I take a look at the character avatar I'm playing, we fit pretty well on Trollsporet, looking like a weird troll gremlin thing. Okay, but we gotta find a burner for the coal, and then burn the coal.
Welcome to Fjords, frozen falls with a touch of Arctic tundra. You'll find our National Park Center in the east, as well as the Seed Vaults all the way to the south.
So here I am thinking, oh, okay, the coal burner and everything will be close by. No, it's literally in the middle of nowhere. Okay, well, you know what? We're going to do a bit of fishing here. Again, with the length of the episodes, we're going to try to squeeze half of progress and half of fishing. Make it like a little bit of a road trip. And maybe we'll just keep with that right there and see what happens. But yeah, I've got the hook size chart here. I am thinking... it looks like... maybe I'll go for a hook... I'm thinking maybe 6 or 5 to step it up a little bit. Like, a lot of the fish, look for hook size 7, will catch a lot of bronze ranks, which is kind of weird when you compare back to Golden Ridge, because you did have it looks like 4 species you would actually be catching gold ranks of. There'd be a couple of silvers and then a lot of bronze still, but... yeah, if I went to hook size of 5, then everything goes into, like... Well, it's too big for even some species in general, so... Maybe we will step up to hook size 5 after we get a fish or 2 here. Or maybe I should say if we get a fish or 2, because... It could well be the bait does not match what we're trying to cast out for. Oh, looks like we have Atlantic salmon here. So I think that was one that kind of surfaced over there. I do kind of wish I had like almost a free look, but... Yeah, no, the maps all look great. And especially looking up to the glacier and seeing the runoff there. I'll just leave it sitting for another moment or two, and then I'll bring in, change out the hook size, and just try another cast. Just gotta give it a moment. No, see, I am hearing stuff all around us. It's just... nothing seems to have interest there. So you know what? I'll pull that in and we'll already start changing it up. Okay, yeah, we'll go for hook size of 5. And we'll try the minnow again, since we do seem to have that kind of close to being ready for its like full experience gain. There we are. Now, I think the minnow has been like one of the all-purpose baits that seems to get attention from anything once you have the hook sizing quite right. Well, we do have a couple of other options we can try out as well. Oh, another northern pike. Although, not the behavior I'd expect, because it almost looked like he was trying to... Ooh, trying to nibble at it. So we'll see if this one is any easier to bring in. Yeah, it's going a bit slow, so I think 70% is... I could probably go a little bit higher for the drag setting. There we go. 80% seems to be stopping them from taking any line out. We're very slowly bringing them in. And we'll just pump the rod a little bit to speed it up. I do feel like, thanks to there being more of a challenge with the stronger fish on Trollsporet, though, it's giving me a little bit better insight into how I should be trying to fight them for bringing the fish in. Because I think on Golden Ridge, because they do stay pretty steadily and easy to handle, you don't really have to worry that much about the friction break settings. There we go. Yeah, we'll release you back out there. Nope, there's a level up. So here, I'm learning a little bit of, okay, when to pump the rod and then when to start reeling in and such like that, and how to fight. Even if the fish probably does outclass our equipment, you do have some fighting methods to be able to try to wear it down and still land it. I should check, though, and see how we are doing for, like, all of our funds and such, though. It's been a little while since I... oh, I think that's an Atlantic salmon. So this might be another strong fight here. Although, it is a little weird that it's almost like a nibble. I would imagine salmon and pike... Well, I know pike are a heavy strike fish, or, like... It's not going to be a little peck, peck, peck. It's going to be a wham and really grab at it. Kind of thought salmon would be the same way. Oh, there's a little jump. Yeah, we're going to get you in. Let you jump, and now we'll pump the rod a little bit. No, come on in, you. There we go. Oh, no, not an Atlantic salmon. A brown trout, actually. Actually, didn't do too bad for our percentage gains there on the right. We're getting closer to getting the minnow bait tapped out, so we'll probably aim for that. It's probably common sense about, like, why pumping the rod works to bring the fish in, but maybe I will explain anyway, just because it gives me something to talk about. When you basically have to remember the line is, if it's fully tense and you're not able to reel anything in, when you're pulling it back, that means you're actually bringing the fish closer to you, and then you're reeling in is trying to recover the line in between when it's going slack and when it tightens up again. Uh-oh. That's probably a... no, I think that's another trout. Actually... Oh, there might not even be actually Atlantic salmon here. This might be... I don't want to say too far inland, but I don't think this connects to the fjords down below. Or if it does, maybe it's only like for spawning season that salmon would be up here. But yeah, so you can see line's tight right now. We're kind of recovering a little bit of line. Then we pull the fish in, and now we're covering the slack, and that's where we get the line distance shortened up from. Pull in, reel in the slack, and now he's closer. And it's just kind of working that way to help bring him in. Now, they're not really topping out our gear for this catch, so it wasn't super necessary. But it's not bad to get done. And there's the minnow bait fully tapped out. So let's see what other baits we're getting pretty good with. Minnows at top, pearl barley we could try. I think we'll probably go for the redworm. I'm actually surprised. I guess it kind of goes to show you what baits I've used the most. We'll see if the redworm has any use here. But if I take a look at the map, yeah, see, like, so this is all the fjord here, and if the salmon, I think there is, like, the salmon runs, they would go upstream, so they might go all the way up here to spawn? Yeah, I know they probably would, but again, you would only find them really during spawning season. And even then, I don't actually know if they would really go to feed all that much. Because I don't know if it's just, the kokanee salmon that have, like, once they've spawned, they actually, like, all basically have a mass die-off. Not sure if that's true for all species, or it's just, like, a select few. Ooh, little pike photobombing there. Although, maybe I shouldn't say little, because there's no telling how big it actually is. Yeah, we'll leave this sitting for a little bit or two, see if anything goes for it. And just get a little bit more in, and the next episode we'll see about trying to find the burner for the coal and such. I am surprised it's, like, tucked away where it is out there. Because it actually sounds like maybe we're going to be trying to make a rod out of, like, the materials around here. Coal for the burner, we might have to find, like, a forge. Ooh, I think that was a grayling. That one, it's easy to tell those ones apart because they have a very unique dorsal fin. Yeah, large, almost sail-like in a way, or fan-like. Oh, another trout. Yeah, I think that's another trout. Yeah, see, again, the nibbling behavior, I would think works more for, like, smaller fish, like, say, how the bluegill was, maybe the roaches on this map, maybe not the European perch, although it could be them, too. It feels like the larger fish aren't really ones to go, like, nibbling at stuff, I would imagine. Oh, yeah, no, this is tiny. We don't have to worry about anything here. Pull you right in. Yeah, just a little trout. Okay, release you. And maybe we'll try for a couple more. But there are some fish species on here that actually aren't listed in the hook size chart I've got right now. Because it's what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16. So I think there are 2 species that were added in post release. Oh. I probably shouldn't be going into menus when I have a bait in the water. There we go. Oh. Okay, we might be trying to fight a good bit with this one. See, it is steadily taking line out. I'm going to keep just doing this pumping motion, try to see if I can stall it out a little bit until it just, like, goes into a steady run. It's like, we are getting pretty up there for the friction brake setting. Yeah, like, I'm at 95%. I might even have to go to 100 too. I think this is another trout, but it might even be a gold rank for its size. However, we won't know unless I can actually get it in. And it is proven to be a fair fight. But it's given me a little bit of opening here to be able to get some line in. It's basically just have to kind of try stalling it out until it's tired enough for us to be able to get it in. Oh, going way off that way, huh? Let's see if trying to face the way it's going out can help ease a little bit of line sooner to us. Yeah, I was talking about how our gear can feel like it taps out sometimes. This is definitely one that's doing it. No, and it's going on a run again. I can't even tell, like, where exactly it is out there. Come on in. Yeah, the camera just kind of likes moving all on its own with pumping the rod and that. No, another run. I can't remember how much length of line we have before we'll have the spool or the reel completely emptied out. I think it's like around 90 meters. Yeah, but this is where I was talking about, where if you do know a little bit more of how to fight and work all the settings, even if your gear is kind of outclassed by what you're up against, you still do have a fighting chance, even if it does take a while to get what you're pulling in. But if you ever do hear people talk about, like, fishing stories and that, where it's like, you were fighting a fish for hours at a time, this is sort of what you're... a very shortened version of what you'll kind of, like, probably have them go through. Of trying to work the line and both keep the fish from being taken too much out, overpassing what tension the gear and the line can hold, and stuff like that. Come on in, you. Yeah, just gotta keep slowly pumping and working it. I mean, I've actually gotten a lot of line back. But I'm guessing it's going to go for, yeah, going for another run. I'm just going to hold this until it goes for a run, and then I'll let the rod rest regularly. Oh, there's another run. Knew it was coming. But we are under 20 meters. We just had to hold out. It oftentimes becomes war of attrition. Who's going to give out first? The fish or my fingers from trying to keep the controller held so hard? Okay, sounds like we might actually be able to... Oh, there you are. Oh, I think it's an Atlantic salmon. Oh, of course. Right at the end, it's got a little more energy just to... Oh, son of a... Oh, and I think the rod is... Yeah, the controller's actually stuck vibrating. I guess because the line snapped or something? There we go, putting that away, it lessened up, but... I don't know if it's, like, just because it became, like, right under me and there was easier time for it to snap, or I probably shouldn't have been trying to pump the rod, but... That's what I talk about when I say the gear feels like Trollsporet kind of leaps up for what you expect from Golden Ridge. But with that, and to give my fingers a little bit of a rest from that little bit of a fight, we're going to end the episode for today right here. Next episode, we'll try to figure out where the coal and such is and keep that going further, and then maybe try for some, like, river fish or something else instead. But thank you guys for joining me on this episode called Wild the Angler. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure in the comments right down below. Until I see you all in the next video or episode, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy angling.